in this third video of the frame number 9, we are going to discuss the third main approach for the poverty alleviation program. This is providing basic minimum amenities to the poor people in India. See, till now the government has given the emphasis only for the food and employment and wage employment programs. But now the economists and the policymakers, they have decided that apart from this food and other employment programs, there are other necessities of the people are also. That is proper nourishment, the availability of the education facilities, health and medical related facilities, clean drinking water, and this communication, housing and electricity. These are the main amenities which are very much required for all class of the people. So in this third approach, that basic minimum amenities have been emphasized. So for the poor people, improving the living standard of the deprived class, much job opportunities, bringing improvements in the health and education programs, nutrition, drinking water, housing, communication, electricity, etc. See, if our generation, if our population is literate, they are educated, they are knowledgeable, they are able to get good skills, they are able to develop good skills also, and if they are healthy, then we can expect much productivity from the population. So that will definitely contribute in the increase in the GDP and the national income of the country, as well as lifting up their standard of living and the quality of life. These were the main emphasis in this basic amenities approach. So it has three main aims, or we can say three main aspects. Number one, improving the food and nutritional status of the poor through public distribution system, that is ration card and fair price shops. They have been established so that it can be sure that they are getting the proper food and the other essential food items. Then integrated child development scheme was started. It is for the development of the poor people. It was a integrated child development scheme. Then midday meal. See, in midday meal, it is very important scheme from the rural poor children. In reality, what happens in the rural areas, only one school is there in the periphery of 2-3 kilometers. Generally, it may be more also, 4-5 kilometers also. The poor people who want to get the education, they come to the school, but they go in the lunch time or interval or recess time, they go back to their home and then don't come back. So government has started this midday meal so that the poor students, they should not go to their homes. So their stability and long stay in the school, whole day stay in the school can be assured. So it is very important midday meal scheme. Then Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, it is purely a infrastructural development yojana. In the rural areas, there is lack of road infrastructure, and due to this, the farmers are not able to reach with their surplus food grain to the mandis or the markets. So this Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, it has connected with villages to villages and villages to cities, villages to mandis or villages to the market, so that the farmer can directly sell their food grain or food surplus to the market. This is PMGSY. Then Pradhan Mantri Gramoday Yojana, it was also for the rural development. Then Valmiki Ambedkar Awas Yojana. This Ambedkar Awas Yojana, it is also known as VAMBE. It is very important for the providing the housing facilities, especially for the deprived social class and the some castes like SC, ST and OBCs. Then we have PM Ujjwala Yojana. See, the PM Ujjwala Yojana has been inaugurated by the Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi on the 1st May, that is the Mazdoor Divas, 1st May in 2016. So it was the aim of the government that it will provide 5 crore LPG gas connections to the poor people or below the poverty line families. It is very important for the women. It is one of the good effort regarding the women empowerment. Then all these are first were to develop the infrastructure and housing facilities and the empowering the poor people. In the second, social security assistance have been given. Earlier there were no social security program, especially for the deprived people, old age people, widows and other poor people. So now the government has started the Atal Pension Yojana. It is a very good pension plan. Atal Pension Yojana, it covered the insurance have been given to the old age people, deprived people, widows, etc. Then second is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. It is very important for the girl child. It was started by the Prime Minister in 2014. It is basically a saving scheme. So with this scheme, the banks are giving 8.5% interest rate, and it is for meeting the educational expenses, and when the girl child will become young, that time the marriage expenses can also be incurred through this Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. So it is very important for the girl child with regards to meeting the expenses relating her education and her marriage. And then there is Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. It is also important. All can take this insurance cover with giving a very minimum amount to the banks, and they are able to get rupees 2 lakh insurance cover through this Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. And Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, it is also one of the very good for the woman empowerment, especially the deprived class of the rural and urban area also. So these were the social security assistance programs. And the third is the bringing the poor into the mainstream. I have discussed earlier that the poor people have been exploited a lot by the money lenders, because whenever they having the requirement, poor people having the requirement of the money, they borrow the money from the money lenders at a very high interest rate. And wherever the government want to send some funds to the deprived class poor people, they don't have any arrangement. So this Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana PMJDY in 2014, it is regarding opening the bank account and promotion of savings of the poor people. It is the main objective directly transfer funds, financial aids, benefits, subsidies from government to the account holder. So in this, there is no intermediary. So no chance, very less chance of the corruption. What the government will give, that will be direct go in the account of the poor and or the deprived class person. It also covers 1 lakh rupees accidental insurance cover and rupees 30,000 life insurance cover. It is very important program by the government, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. So this is the basic minimum amenities people approach.